Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat petang dan salam satu Malaysia. Yang berhormat Menteri-Menteri, Dev kehormat tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Setahun setengah sudah berlalu sejak saya melancarkan program transformasi ekonomi. Pada bulan April yang lepas, kita telah berjaya menerbitkan laporan tahunan ETP yang pertama dan saya berasa bangga dengan pencapaian sebanyak 23% melepasi sasaran yang ditetapkan. Perkembangan ekonomi negara yang menggalakkan, iaitu peningkatan ataupun perkembangan sebanyak 5.1% pada tahun 2011. Walaupun keadaan ekonomi global yang semakin meruncing dan ketidaktentuan ekonomi, terutama sekali di kawasan Eurozone, namun pencapaian kita bolehlah disifatkan sebagai menggalakkan. Pada suku tahun yang pertama, keluaran dalam negara kasar KDNK telah mencatat peningkatan sebanyak 4.7%, melebihi jangkaan umum. Walau bagaimanapun, perjalanan yang masih jauh harus ditempuhi untuk kita menyatakan bahawa misi kita telah selesai dengan jaya. Walaupun pelbagai usaha telah dijalankan oleh sektor swasta dan kerajaan dalam usaha mentransformasikan negara. Dengan keadaan ekonomi global yang masih tidak menentu, inilah masanya untuk kita mengorak langkah dengan lebih tegas dan lebih pantas supaya destinasi yang kita impikan itu dapat menjadi kenyataan, dan ini hanya akan menjadi realiti kalau kita memberi fokus yang tidak berbelah bagi terhadap segala-gala punca, iaitu enjin pertumbuhan ekonomi negara, supaya kita dapat berdaya saing dengan lebih berkesan di peringkat antarabangsa. Hari ini saya akan menyampaikan perkembangan terhadap 6 inisiatif di bawah SRI dan 21 projek baru NKEA. Secara keseluruhannya, ianya melibatkan pelaburan sebanyak 20 bilion ringgit, unjuran impak GNI sebanyak 4.23 bilion ringgit pada tahun 2020 dan kewujudan hampir 40,000 pekerjaan. Ladies and gentlemen, to give you some context with respect to the strategic reform initiatives, there has been significant criticism that the ETP is only about projects, that we are masking the underlying need to change the fundamentals of the country. Today, I would like to focus on the structural changes that are taking place as a result of the 6 strategic reform initiatives, or SRIs. The SRIs were first proposed as 51 policy recommendations by the National Economic Advisory Council in 2010. In 2011, we conducted a series of labs to bring these recommendations to an implementation-ready level. The SRIs were launched in July 2011, and I'm pleased to update you on the progress to date. Under the Human Capital Development SRI, which aims to transform the workforce and workplace, I recently announced Malaysia's first ever minimum wage law. The law was a result of the Ministry of Human Resources work in consultation with the employer, the employee, the government and economic experts in the National Wage Consultation Council. I believe that a minimum wage is absolutely critical in addressing the income inequalities in the country and to allow us to move forward as a high-income nation. Other notable achievements under the HCD SRI are proposals to amend and create new provisions in the Employment Act to make it relevant in today's fast-changing workplace. One initiative is MyProCert, is a program which aims to upskill Malaysians to international global certification standards. Initially piloted with SAP, the program now adds other partners, namely Huawei Technologies Sdn Bhd, Oracle Corporation Malaysia Sdn Bhd, iTrain Sdn Bhd, Secom Academy Sdn Bhd, and SNT Global Services Sdn Bhd into the list of training partners. Under the Competition Standards and Liberalization SRI, the Competition Act 2010 was gazetted on June the 10th, 2010 and came into force on the 1st January 2012. The Competition Appeal Tribunal, CAT, has been established and has exclusive jurisdiction to hear appeals in respect of decisions made by the Commission. Selection to the tribunal is based on possession of relevant experience in industry, commerce, law, economics, consumer affairs, or accountancy. Standards Malaysia tasked the National Standards Development Agency, SIRIM Berhad, under the responsibility of the Industry Standards Committee on Electrical and Electronics Equipment and Accessories to fast-track the development of 12 MS related to LED. These standards were proposed in December 2011 and were approved by the Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation on the 1st March 2012. In my 2012 budget speech, I announced that the government will further liberalize 17 services subsectors in phases. To date, liberalization in 9 subsectors has been effective, in addition to allowing up to 100% foreign equity, professional services like accountancy, medical and dental specialists, entry of foreign accountants, and doctors, dentists are liberalized to allow the ownership of foreign firms by these professionals to take effect. This is a positive step not only to attract world-class firms to Malaysia, but also to ensure that local companies raise their standards and on their toes. The Public Finance SRI aims to improve the government's balance sheet by increasing revenue and reducing expenditure with a target of being near revenue neutral by 2020. In 2011, the Inland Revenue Board and the Royal Malaysian Customs Department started implementing initiatives to improve tax administration and compliance for direct and indirect tax collection. For LHDM, total collection from January to March is 162.5 million, 108.3% of first quarter's estimated collection of 150 million. while for the same period, customs collection of 30.3 million ringgit accounts for 73.1% of first quarter's estimate of 41.4 billion ringgit. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take a moment to give credit to the various ministries, agencies and organizations, both public and private, that are working tirelessly to implement the SRIs. The SRIs began less than a year ago, and we are seeing some clear material outcomes. We can also see more progress under 12 national key economic areas. Last year I announced over 100 projects under the ETP, and I'm pleased to welcome 21 more. On March 31st, 2011, we launched a corporate integrity pledge as part of the efforts to rope in the private sector in the fight against graft. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the companies here today for signing the CIP and taking the pledge to foster an environment of transparency and integrity within the ETP. We must lead by example, starting with our own ETP projects, while we promote the adoption of CIP by other companies in the country as part of a nationwide effort to curb corruption. These projects have secured over 20 billion in committed investments. They will have a GNI impact of 4.59 billion ringgit in 2020 and create nearly 40,000 jobs. In the agriculture NKEA, there are 3 companies: Plentiful Harvest Senam Berhad, Duria Resources Senam Berhad, Evergreen Livestock Senam Berhad. Together, they have committed to invest over 456.69 million ringgit. These projects will contribute some 667.5 million in gross national income and create 2,539 jobs by 2020, whilst contributing towards improving national food security and providing value-added processes. Under the Businesses Services NKEA, we see 7 more companies: Bastard Heavy Industries Corporation Berhad, Dream Age Senam Berhad, NTT MSC Senam Berhad, AIA Shared Services Senam Berhad, AIG Global Services Senam Berhad, Charteris Technology and Operations Management Senam Berhad, and Frost and Sullivan Malaysia GIC Senam Berhad. Under this NKEA, they have committed to invest 2.4 billion and contribute to some 1.41 billion ringgit in gross national income in 2010. In 2020, these projects will also create 10,909 jobs in a variety of areas such as shipbuilding and repair, design engineering, data centers, and centers for global services. Education remains a key engine of growth for the future, and we must continue to invest in this area that we may profit in the future. The companies have come forward to lead the charge. The AWLU project, Harriet Watt University of Malaysia, and KDU University College. They will bring best practices from around the world, including top institutions in the United States and UK. They have committed a total of 535.58 million ringgit. These projects will contribute some 146.38 million ringgit in gross national income and create 660 jobs by 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, healthcare is a fast-growing industry, and we must take steps to ensure that we're able to tap into this growth. Last year, a lab was run to commercialize medical devices, resulting in new entry point projects. 2 companies, UWC Group of Companies, and LKL Advanced Metal Tech Senam Berhad are leading the way on this, together with KPJ Healthcare Berhad, with plans to construct a new hospital. These 3 companies have committed to invest 107.14 million ringgit. These projects will contribute some 238.07 million ringgit in gross national income and create 3,735 jobs by 2020. A key component of our economy is domestic consumption. We must continue to grow this to ensure that we have some insulation from the global economic turmoil. The wholesale and retail NKEA aims to unlock some latent demand, and I would like to welcome 3 more companies: Vijaya Corporation Berhad, Burj Asia Corporation, and the Automotive Workshop Modernization Program. Together they have committed to invest 466.8 million. These projects will contribute some 1.1 billion ringgit in gross national income and create 16,363 jobs by 2020. Under the Electrical and Electronics NKEA, I'm pleased to announce that Infineon has committed to invest 4 billion ringgit in the Kulim High-Tech Park over the next 10 years. They will create 1,000 new jobs, 400 of which will be highly skilled. As we move forward towards a high-income nation, we must develop more complex products, and I'm proud that Infineon has recognized Malaysia's potential. Last but not least is the Greater KL NKEA. Every developed nation needs a vibrant capital, and Gokulam Malaysia Berhad is one of the new project owners who will be part of ensuring this. They will invest 12.5 billion in the development of Sepang International City, generating a projected 1.34 billion ringgit in GNI in 2020 and creating 4,712 jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been much progress in our various transformation programs. The 6 initiatives under the SRIs and the 21 projects under the NKEAs are evidence of the good work being done. These projects have secured over 20 billion ringgit in committed investments. They will have a GNI impact of 4.59 billion ringgit in 2020 and create nearly 40,000 jobs. With the annual reports for both the GTP and ETP, which I launched in April, I am confident that we are on the right track towards Vision 2020. Thank you.